So you say you want to smell alluring and captivating this Valentine's Day. You want to smell sweet and sexy and seductive, but don't want to have to empty your bank account to make that possible. If you want to smell absolutely divine this V-Day and still keep your coin where it belongs, this is the list for you. Wagwan and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. I am KimmyDiFragHead, and today in FragHeadery we are counting down my top list of budget-friendly Middle Eastern feminine fragrances that you should consider wearing this Valentine's Day. Before we get started, if at any point you find yourself enjoying this content, please don't hesitate to hit that like button, share this with anybody you feel will also enjoy the content, and leave a comment down below so we can take this internet fraghead relationship of ours to the talking stage. And if you find it absolutely necessary to make this thing official between you and me, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future uploads. Let's begin. We are starting off this list with a couple fragrances that I feel are light, playful, and fun and super feminine. First up, we have Yara by Lattafa. Stop playing with her and stop playing with me. Like, you'll hate to see her coming, but I have to put the good girl in this list. What you mean? Oh, you mean Yara is that girl. And I feel whether you go with this OG Yara or Yara Candy, if the vibe you want to give off this V-Day is playful, fun, happy, super feminine and girly, you don't have to stray any farther than Yara. Yara is just so good. But that, like I always say, that powdery nature in this fragrance sets it apart. It makes it, even with the candy seems super girly and playful to me. The powdery nature of this gives it that slight edge to make it more where I could say you could take this from day to night. I've smelled a girl come out the store in Yara Candy. It was the European Wax Center. So she was just doing her normal daily things, right? And she smelled so good in this dressed down. Just the other day, my sister-in-law wore a gown to this formal birthday party, and she had this on. When she came down the stairs, I was like, "You smell so good." She's like, "I have Yara on." I was like, "I know." Yara smells so good. And the nuances make it so that it can be dressed up or down. A day date or a night date. If you want to smell pretty and feminine, Yara is a no-brainer if you like this DNA. The notes in Yara are at the top: orchid, heliotrope, and tangerine; in the mid, gourmand accord and tropical fruits; and in the base, vanilla, musk, and sandalwood. Simple, no-brainer. If you jive with this DNA, because a lot of people say it's cloying, some people are saying, like when things become too popular, people start disliking it. But if you still ride for Yara or never smelled her, I strongly advise to, because if it appeals to you, you're going to love it. Like I said, I've seen it play out for different occasions and it always hits. I just love this divine scent. And like I said, while it's girly, that powderiness in it. Oh my God, the powder in here. Mm, just makes it perfect for any occasion. If that's the vibe you're going for, please consider picking up Yara by Lattafa for Valentine's Day. While we're on the topic of effortless, pretty, girly girl scents, this one fits that description exactly. It is Cloud Candy by Khadlaj. This is, dare I say it, a spot on, almost spot on dupe for Yum Bougie Marshmallow by Kayali. Like, this is really, really good. And I've done thorough. When I say thorough, thorough test to make that assessment. And I can say that if you really don't want to spend the money for a Yum Bougie Marshmallow, which I have both, if you don't want to, you don't have to. This is good. The longevity and sillage is pretty much the same, and the scent is maybe 98% accurate to Yum Bougie Marshmallow. So if you like this fluffy, fruity type feminine fragrance, consider getting Cloud Candy by Khadlaj. The notes in Cloud Candy are marshmallow, strawberry, sugar, whipped cream, vanilla, raspberry, white musk, coconut, tangerine, ambroxan, and freesia. I would say the slight differences in the Yum Bougie Marshmallow, there is a lemon note. This one has a citrus aspect too when it comes to the tangerine. And I could smell a slight more tartness in that one. And this one slightly more sweeter. But for real, I've worn them back to back different days, and in the wearing experience, there wasn't much difference for me. They both smell beautiful. So if you don't want to go for that one, you could get this one for a third or maybe even less of the price. If you want to smell like you're walking on a marshmallow cloud, we all know if you're going on that date, men are attracted to sweet fragrances, especially if it's an intimate date and you don't want something too overpowering, something with a moderate projection. This is something that you pick up. It is ethereal. We know what Yum Bougie Marshmallow smells like, right? So if you know what that smells like, almost exactly in this bottle. This is ethereal. It's light and pretty, frou-frou lala and girly girl in the bestest way, okay? I find this to be a great dupe. I know there's another one that I haven't smelled. I would get my nose on it, but there's no reason. I hate redundance. I don't want three versions of another fragrance unless it was gifted to me. But they're both so very good. So if you don't want to spend that coin, you get you Cloud Candy by Khadlaj and you're going to smell absolutely amazing. I know very few women that hate this DNA, even women that don't necessarily go for the frou-frou lalas of it all genuinely jive with this Cloud Candy Yum Bougie DNA. It's just something about it. Like I said, it's just ethereal. It makes you happy. It makes you feel super feminine, but not cheap. Yum Bougie, right? If you want to smell like that, you get Cloud Candy by Khadlaj. Now let's move on to some fragrances that are more creamy, more vanillic, more rich. The next one is absolutely amazing to my nose and was a love at first sniff, and I've been enjoying it ever since. It is Eshal Vanilla by Paris Corner. Oh my God, what a lovely blind buy for 2026. This is an amazing dupe for Vanilla 28 by Kayali. I have them both, but this one, after many wears, many wears, I can say this one stands on its own. It's about 80%, 85% vanilla 28 to me. But for some reason, this hits different. Where I would say vanilla 28, sometimes I wear it by itself, but for the most part, it's a layering scent for me. This can be worn all by itself. It's just so well rounded and well balanced to me. The notes in Eshal Vanilla are at the top, sugar and sweet notes, in the mid, rose and jasmine, and in the base, vanilla, musk, and caramel. Think of Vanilla 28, that sweet amber vanilla. It smells to me, Vanilla 28 smells like a pure vanilla extract, right? This smells like vanilla extract mixed with the sweet notes that they give you. I can smell that. It's at the top, but to my nose, I smell it all the way through the life of this fragrance, and it smells like a bag of candy. You know those fruity candies with the different flavors that just burst in your mouth. That's what I'm smelling on my skin when I wear this. It's like a bag of candy. I got vanilla candies in there. I got fruity candies in there, and it comes together to make something so delicious. This is a delicious scent. If you want vanilla 28 but with a little edge to it, this is what you pick up. It smells so much like vanilla 28. Even just from the nozzle, I'm like, vanilla 28. But when I get this on my skin, it just goes to a different place that vanilla 28 doesn't take me, which I love that fragrance. That is top 10 for life. I will never be without vanilla 28. But this baby right here, I wouldn't even say this is just put in the category of dupe and that's it. It has a life of its own. It's like this smells like it could be a flanker of vanilla 28 to me, because its identity is still, you can tell they're still in the same family, but it has an identity all its own. This is like a sister that was a year apart. So they're very close, raised in the same generation around the same time, but she just has her own mind, okay? Though that candy, that when it's flowing through the air, it just does something to me when I catch it, all with that vanilla, that musk, and that caramel, something that vanilla 28 doesn't have in it. That caramel and those sweet notes, my God, my goodness, I love this. I love this. I would strongly recommend you try this. You pick this up for your V-Day if you want to smell sweet, and something about it doesn't smell, it doesn't smell cheap or generic either. Like it smelled like, to me, it costs a couple dollars, even though it's very crowd pleasing, easy reach scent. Like it smells like the bottle looks to me. For some reason, I'm getting some level of opulence in this thing. It's not just the everyday layering goddess that vanilla 28 is. It's something else. And that something else is pleasing to my nose, okay? So if you want vanilla 28 with a twist, okay, for your Valentine's date night, you pick up Eshal Vanilla by Paris Corner. The next fragrance is warm, sweet, and vanillic, so comforting and such a beauty. It is Eclaire by Lattafa. Man, oh man, did I just enjoy this blind buy. People have been asking me, and I don't have the full bottle of the fragrance that it's duping, that they said to be duping, but I did have a decant and spent time with it, and I can say it is very reminiscent of Bianco Latte. I forget what mil of a decant, but I wore it maybe 2 to 3 times, and I enjoyed the fragrance. It was really pleasant. And it's the same way I feel about this. I enjoy it. And it's very, very pleasant. I believe the differences are, I feel like the lactonic nature is turned up even more in here. I feel like this should have been called Bianco Latte and that called Eclair, because this smells very milky to me in the sweetest way. This smells like a latte with extra, extra cream, extra, extra sugar. It smells so sweet and rich, but not heavy. That's what I love. Even in the Bianco Latte, they're not heavy fragrances. Like it's super sweet. You can't say it's not sweet, but it's not dense sweet. It has that light airiness that makes it ethereal, that makes it just go through the breeze and just travel so elegantly and so smoothly that it can never be overpowering unless, you pair it with something that's super overpowering. This has not been cloying. It has been a pleasant experience. Moderate projection, moderate sillage, moderate longevity, everything moderate in this bottle. So perfect for an intimate date night. Eclaire by Lattafa. The notes are at the top caramel, milk, and sugar. In the mid, honey and white flowers. And in the base, vanilla, praline, and musk. This is a no-brainer. If you enjoy this scent profile, something that's sweet but not overpowering, something smooth, you enjoy sweet gourmands, There's no way you're not gonna like this. I know Eclaire has tons of flankers, or just a few. Haven't smelt them at all. This is the first one I've smelt. I just got it in a couple weeks and I've been playing with her, okay? This is good. Most of these fragrances in this lineup are newer to me within the last couple months, so I am so very interested to see how they age and what becomes of them in a few months, by next fall and winter, because I just know it's going to be turned up and get even better. That has happened to me with all my Middle Eastern fragrances. I don't have one Middle Eastern fragrance in my collection that I've had over a year and it didn't improve in a longevity, improve in the scent, didn't get more richer, more denser. Like it usually does that. And for a lot of these, I did the spray test, like Sharita suggested before, like go outside. I went in my window and just sprayed like 10 good sprays outside to let that first initial like alcohol scent fly away. And then what I was left with, just absolute beauty. This is a beautiful fragrance. I feel like this is very, if you jive with that scent profile, like I said, this is very blind buy safe. I don't think it's a one for one dupe in the way I would say like the Cloud Candy was. This has its differences in the level of lactonic. I get way more milk in this, but it is good. And if you want Bianco Latte at an even more affordable price, Eclaire is the way to go. It is soft, sweet, ethereal. It is just everything for your Valentine's Day date night. Now, I don't know what it is about this one, but this is giving me that perfect, perfect balance between fun, playful, and sweet, and super sexy. It was a love at first sniff. I wish I recorded a first impression because I was gobsmacked, okay? The next fragrance is Qissa Delicious by Paris Corner. This is good. This is my SOTD today, and every time I get a whiff of myself, I get happy, okay? This is Valentine's date night coated. Just all over it, just period. This is the only Kissa I own, and I'm not a flanker queen, but this has me wanting to smell, just get my nose on the other ones, okay? I don't know how they did it, but they put sexy and playful in the same bottle, and I am with it. The notes in Kissa Delicious are at the top whipped cream, dark chocolate, and orange. In the mid, marshmallow, coconut, and jasmine. And in the base, vanilla and musk. This is said to be a dupe for Sabrina Carpenter's Sweet Tooth. I have never smelled that. I cannot attest to the level of dupage. All I can say is it's good. So if you have smelled that one and you smelled this one, you can chime in the comments, please, and let me know, what are your thoughts? Do you believe it's a good dupe? I would love to know. But as it stands, Kissa, she's her. Yeah, she a it. She is a hot gal. She's a baddie. She's a baddie. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's that dark chocolate that adds that nuance of the sexy sex appeal. Maybe it's the coconut. Maybe it's the tropical baddie aesthetic in here, okay? It's not tropical. To me, I just get super sweet, but something in here is giving me sexy, okay? Sex appeal. I cannot get enough of this. And as it stands in my few wears, I feel like it's just above moderate longevity. It's given me longer than anything else I've already mentioned in this list. It's giving me great performance. I love this down. So if that's what you're going for, something that's sweet but also sexy, you don't want to be too playful. You want to have that little bit of playfulness, but you also want to be just sexy and intoxicating, you pick up Kissa Delicious, okay? I cannot get enough of this. I love how it was concocted. It makes me want to smell the original, definitely, and compare and to see if it's really a dupe, because this is gorgeous. Kissa Delicious by Paris Corner. Sweet and sexy, no brainer. pick her up for Valentine's Day. Now listen, I done saved the sexiest for last, okay? The latest and probably greatest Middle Eastern perfume in my collection that's so sexy and so divine, and I can't get enough of it. Abiyedh Scarlet by Lattafa. Why didn't I pick this up sooner? What am I upon? What's wrong with my brain cells? This is good, okay? Good. And dare I say it? I think I'm gonna say it. It's better than Fetiche La Rose. Okay, don't fight me. Don't fight me. I know Fetiche La Rose got a lot of stands out here, okay? And I enjoyed the fragrance. I had a decant. I spent time with it and it was nice. I enjoyed the 3 times I wore it. Maybe it's because I didn't have the full bottle, so I didn't get that full wearing experience. But fresh out, it did not give me the feeling that Abiyedh Scarlet gave me. When I first sniffed it from the nostril, I'm like, is this what everybody is hype about? Like, it smelled very pleasant, but it smelled familiar to a lot of other scent DNAs on the designer market. And when I got it on, when that cherry set in, that's when I first began to fall in love with it. I'm like, this is great. And I wanted it. I think I wanted it for the bottle. Like, the bottle is sexy. This bottle is divine. This is a beautiful bottle as well. Gold and red, two of my favorite things on earth. But I think I wanted that most for the bottle. Like, the fragrance I could live without. I feel like I could combine a couple of fragrances in my collection with like cherry body butter and get that. This is something else. The Middle Eastern of it all, I think, added the nuance that that fragrance needed. And I could just be talking out my behind, okay? Don't judge me. I never had a full bottle of that. I don't doubt it's good, but that, my decant versus this, Mama picked this every time. My wallet prefers this too, okay? The notes in Abiyedh Scarlet are at the top, black cherry and pink pepper. In the mid, white rose, peony, tonka bean, and nutmeg. And in the base, sugar, patchouli, vanilla, and caramel. This is sex in a bottle. This is so sexy. Like, sexy is the word with all caps, bold, in red, exclamation points. Like this, oh my God. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. I feel like it smells. It smells just like Fatisha Rose, but it has like, it smells Middle Eastern. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that scent and where that comes from, but it has that Middle Eastern DNA to it that takes it to another level, you know, makes it feel more opulent. Of anything on this list, this is giving more opulence, more rich, more upper echelon. And I've only had it like a week, okay? This is probably my favorite Middle Eastern perfume in my collection, or at least top 3. It really took that Fetiche La Rose DNA and made it its own. Editing Kimmy here. I neglected to mention that within the first seconds of me spraying down in this, my husband came in the room and was like, "Oh, you smell good." And like I said previously, when the fragrance gets hubby's stamp of approval and I get a compliment, that's how I know it's real, because he's used to me smelling good all the time. It is noteworthy. The fragrance is everything if he gives me a compliment, and that he did. Lattafa, y'all did this. Y'all did this. Hats off to you, okay? More power, more respect to you. Y'all did this. This has a powerful punch, good longevity, good sillage, okay? And oh, so did I say sexy? Did I mention that it was sexy? For that little black dress, for those pumps, okay, those heels. This is a dressed up dinner date. Y'all not going to Olive Garden in this, okay? Y'all going to somewhere nice, a nice steakhouse, you know what I'm saying? Getting a good cut. You put on Abiyedh Scarlet for that kind of date night, okay? For sipping martinis. I don't even drink. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I just love this thing. Oh my God. Oh my God, this I can't believe because Fatisha Rose was on my Christmas list and I took it off in favor of a vanilla fragrance that I wanted. And I said, maybe I'll put it on Valentine's Day. That's $250 of my husband's saved, okay? I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need it. I would love the bottle. If anybody gifted to me, I would love it. But this right here, this right here is a star. She's a star, okay? Talk to her nice and pick her up for your Valentine's date night. Anna Abiyedh Scarlet by Lattafa. Period. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. I'm in love. I'm obsessed. Well, we've come to the end of this affordable Middle Eastern Valentine's date night lineup. I hope you enjoyed my selections because I did. I'm in love. I am obsessed with these fragrances. These were all blind buys, some of them very, very recently. And I must say, I enjoy every last one of them, okay, for different reasons. The beauty is when you can spend $35 on a fragrance and it just still give you that feeling like you're wearing something more expensive. Whatever y'all Middle Eastern companies are doing, keep doing it, okay? I'm here for it all. And I want to explore definitely more original creations. Everything don't got to be a dupe. If you have any suggestions for original Middle Eastern fragrances that just knock your socks off, and especially if they're good for date night, let me know down in the comments. As always, thanks again for watching and making it all the way to the end with the eye. You are appreciated. Big up yourself. And until my next one, Magan.